real. I never prayed for these women that did a song for you. It's heavy knowing that ain't nobody as dark as you. All this hatred, you gon' make it a part of you. I don't want none of your money, I got a lot more to offer you. Got a warrant in Miami for a parking ticket. So much for the Bible saying that all is forgiven. What if I made it flippin'? All from the kitchen, them strong smells, I swear this shit done got us evicted. Back in Cali, I swear it's only been a few weeks. Still getting royalty checks, you can read them in week. It's niggas I've never met who always see me and speak. Kill them all, do damage, nigga, leave them to stink. Even if I want you to be my girl, I cannot change you, you are my baby. Ooh. You wanted me and you against the world.
What kind of man would I be if I couldn't make it on my own? Couldn't take you out of my home. What kind of man would I be if I couldn't make it on my own? Couldn't take you out of my home.
Maybe I'm missing most of your point of view. But who's to blame? I got a point at you. Whose black card you used to order food? What if it's stolen? Who said I would go to court for you? Why be mine if I got priorities? Spilling liquor with purpose at all these private sororities. Private meaning that you couldn't come if I said I wanted you. And if you start tripping, no one can come and get you. It's the life I'ma stick with. No, I ain't tryna miss it. I don't want nothing different. I'm about to get lifted. Last week, where were you when I was stuck in prison? I paid my way out, that's the reason I wasn't tripping. High tide, all I'm seeing from the 7th floor. How the fuck I get here? Tell them niggas to press record. Who knows what the Chevy is headed for? I can't even rap like I used to with the metaphors. Cause life done took over, this shit for real. On the west coast sipping peaches like fucking niggas real. Open closet collectibles, finna rip the seal. Calling Kevin Lowe, trying to tell him you need to get some steals. You trying to interrupt what I built to Kobe. I need to know you ain't just repping the whole fleece. All them niggas, they ain't nothing but some ghosts to me. That's what I need, baby, honest and open.
You're listening to Elevations Radio, your station for uplifting lifestyle and wellness talk radio.
Views expressed on shows are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of the station, its management, or other advertisers. Use of these shows and all services provided therein are for personal use only. The Elevations Radio Network holds no responsibility for the validity or accuracy of information on these shows.
Hey fam, welcome to the Let's Be Real Show with Greg Bam Reaves here on elevationsradio.com, home of the best indie music you'll find online. I'm your host, Greg Bam Reaves, along with my producer, Robin Hill. And before I get started, one thing I got to say real quick, happy birthday in heaven to my favorite artist of all time, Prince. I've been listening to your music all day at work. Miss you, my brother. And I always like to start out with a little positive black news. You all know that. And I'm going to start out with J.R. Fenwick, founder and CEO of Flip the Stock. He does, he's a black-owned educator in finances and whatnot. He's teaching people he's starting a free thing to teach people how to buy and sell stock. So you can check him out at flipthatstock webinar.com. And we're going to get right to my guest. My guest today, a couple months ago, I had a friend of mine, Lavelle Jones from Urban City Records on, and he was telling us about a couple of his artists, and we are blessed to have one of them with us here today. And this guy is a rapper, singer, producer. Well, we'll get into all that in a minute, but I want to welcome you, KeeZy. Should I say KeeZy Rap God?
No, just KeeZy.
Okay, just KeeZy. KeeZy is Cleveland's own, right?
Yep.
You from Cleveland? What area you claiming?
Born and raised Maple, and then moved to the suburbs, to get out of all of that. But,
okay, that's cool. So when did you get started rapping? Well, in the music period.
Well, I got started probably now about 13 years ago.
Oh wow.
Me and my friend Brav, he goes by Bravo. We used to bring some recording equipment to choir rehearsal at my church.
Okay.
And we used to be in the basement because while my mom was in the choir, we didn't really have anything to do because the service was after choir rehearsal. So we'd just be in the basement joking around. It started as a joke. Mm-hmm. And we were recording on a Rock Band microphone, a little Xbox game.
Okay.
So, and that developed just because the program I was using, you could actually produce in the program also.
Oh, wow.
So I just started messing around with it. So some of my first songs were actually produced by me, mixed by me, and it was all just playing around at first.
Wow.
And it's funny because the first CD I ever did, all the songs were chopped and screwed, like the deep voice, because I never liked my voice.
I feel that. I don't like mine either. But I gotta say that I didn't mean to cut you off, but he just said he started this 13 years ago, and you are just 23, right?
24.
24.
Yeah,
okay,
just turned 24.
Okay, so you're like 10 or 11.
Yeah,
chopping and screwing.
Yep.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. So what was your music like at that age? I mean, were you singing first, rapping? What were you talking about?
Well, this was around the time of the Crank That waves, the Soulja Boy.
Right.
So where everybody was making Crank That's. Well, those were the first official songs that I was making. We were messing around for years, but the first official songs that I started taking it seriously, the first song was called Crank That Cop Man.
Oh wow. Okay.
And the dance was basically like cop motions. I don't even remember.
Oh, you made choreography too?
Yeah.
Phone lines are open at 440-252-0518. That's 440-252-0518. We're here with Cleveland's own KeeZy from Urban City Records. And now, how did you hook up with Lavelle?
Well, it was kind of like a domino effect, and it led to meeting Lavelle. It was multiple, probably 2 or 3 messed up situations, like label situations, management situations, that all ended up leading up to me reaching out to Lavelle.
Okay.
And he basically owned a company above a company above a company.
Right.
And I started at the bottom, and basically that label or management that I was with at first, they didn't really do anything that they were supposed to, so I ended up reaching out to above them to find out what the problem was, and ended up doing that again.
Hey, right. Well, he thinks and feels very highly of you. I got to read you what he sent me when I asked him for a bio. KeeZy is a talented local artist on Urban City Records with major distribution through Sony Records. He is a true artist in every sense of the word. He writes, produces, shoots, and edits his own videos, as well as other major artists such as the whole Maybach. Is that Maybach? Or Maybach Music Camp. That's what I thought. He need the spell check. Anyway, he has mixed major artist projects for Sony Records. This year alone, he has quietly sold over 50,000 downloads, more than any local artist in the Cleveland, Ohio area, and he flies under the radar. He's currently working with R&B writers Lavelle and Laval Jones of the 90s group Twice on projects for Randy Gill of the 90s group To the Extreme and R&B legend Johnny Gill. Somehow, he still finds the time to crank out on an average of about 50 songs a year of his own. He has a work ethic of a Boeing 747 engine. At only, well, he said 23, you're 24 now. He knows the importance of taking care of business and developing his own artists to follow his debut project being released this summer. If you don't know KeeZy by now, you will very soon. That's high praise. And I was the same way with Lavelle when I met him. Of course, I didn't have any connections or nothing, but we worked in a factory together, and he used to let me hear their stuff. Yeah, really? At lunchtime we'd go out to the car and listen to stuff, and I was like, man, y'all better than Jodeci. And I still believe that. But anyway, enough about Lavelle. We're back to you. So, how is it at Urban City Records?
It's really good. It's more than just making music. You know what I mean? It's developing, learning the business side of things, learning what you have to do for a song after making the song. You know, as far as like copyrights, publishing, and releasing, marketing, everything wrapped around. You know, getting the music heard and not just making it. They focus a lot on that because you know the music. When I came into the situation, the music was basically already made, and you know I had confusion on what the next steps were. Okay, and that's basically what I got to focus on with them, and they told me everything I basically need to know. Now I think I'm ready.
Yeah, so does he. Now, Rap God is part of your name, but do you have a preference between singing and rapping?
Well, basically, I wanted to split them into two different names. Okay. Drama Laveau is what I went by for singing, basically. Okay. Drama Laveau. Yeah, and then KeeZy for rap. And I didn't actually add Rap God to my name. Okay. I always just went by KeeZy. But I don't know if that was a fan-made thing or if that was a trademarking thing. Right. But yeah, I just go by KeeZy. I was actually planning to start a whole campaign for Drama Laveau, kind of to like blow up a separate entity, just to. I don't want to call it a gimmick, but it's basically what it is. You know what I mean? To split them both up. So basically, when you see the name KeeZy on the song, you know I'll be rapping. Right.
And by the way, and I apologize for this, for those of you that were listening from the very beginning, the song that we came in on was KeeZy called Against the World. Now, I listened to quite a bit of your music that you have on YouTube. Love the song with Taylor Esposito. That's your label mate, right? Yeah. Called this song Fallback. I wish we could have played that one. I really, really like Fallback and Off the Blue. Now, do you, I know this is a crazy question to ask, but do you have a favorite of your own?
Favorite song of all time?
Well, I mean, that you made for you.
It would definitely have to be this song called Living Proof, and it's on this new album that's coming out. Other than that, it would be Fallback.
Okay, yeah. I love Fallback. It's just, this is Elevations Radio, so it was only really one word that we couldn't use, but, check it out on YouTube, KeeZy's Fallback. And now, congratulations are in order for Taylor, right? Is she the one that just had let me not say that on air because she might not have been the one that just had a baby. Is it her? Yeah. Okay. Maybe I still should have said that on air, right? Put her business all out in the streets. That ain't what we do on Elevations Radio, especially not on, well, this is Let's Be Real. Anyway, phone lines are open at 440-252-0518. 440-252-0518. Now, do you have a name for the new EP coming out already?
Yeah. And a release date? It's called Bear With Me, and it's going to be releasing early July. Okay. Probably July 4th. I haven't 100% decided on it, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be July 4th.
Okay, I'll ask you to repeat that later on in the show.
Okay.
Make sure
And
people are.
also, 2 of the songs that I sent, they're the 2 of the leading singles from the album.
Mm-hmm.
So, and those come out on the 15th of this month.
It's 15th of June.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. Titles?
One of them is called Living Proof, the one I was talking about, and then She Gun Blow.
Okay.
That's the other one.
Maybe we can hear that at the break.
Yeah.
She gonna blow. Okay. So now I'm falling back to Lavelle and Laval for a hot minute. How involved are they in your projects? I mean, I don't mean like, I know they're bringing you up and showing you ropes and all that, but are they actually like doing any singing, producing, anything like that?
No, well, we actually did a song called Platinum Girl.
Mm-hmm.
I actually haven't discussed with him about putting that on my project because I'm pretty sure it's going to be on their comeback project.
Right.
So that was the only project that we actually worked together on.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, this project was just local producers and then in-house engineering.
Okay.
So not on this project. There's nothing major that they were involved in.
Okay. Can you do some name dropping? Can you tell us some of the artists you worked with and you're produced? Yeah, I know. I put you on the spot. I apologize.
On this album, there's Yada. There's a track with Yada on there from MMG.
Mm-hmm.
Lost Tribe. I don't know if you remember the song iPhone. Shawty on my iPhone blowing up.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say nope. I'm just playing the old man role off the bat. I actually do remember that song, yeah.
Yeah, Lost, they're on there. That song's really good. It's called Racks Out.
Mm-hmm.
Teresa Rue. She's a singer in Atlanta.
Okay.
It's really good. There's a song with her called You. She's an artist from Chicago named Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of the most important ones. I don't know why, but
now, do you do most of your work in Atlanta?
On this project, there were about 4 or 5 songs that were done in Atlanta, but most of the stuff is done here in Parma. It was a studio in Parma. That's basically where we do everything. Me, my engineer, and then any producers that we want to work with, they just come there. And we just do the work there.
Well, we definitely hope to add your music to our rotations here on Elevations Radio.
Oh, definitely.
I just, what was I about to ask you? I just got stuck. It's just now. It's the video thing that fascinates me. Like, I mean, it's all entertainment. I get that, but like Lavelle says, you shoot and edit your own videos.
Mm-hmm.
How do you?
How's it?
Yeah, how do you do that? I mean, I don't even know how.
It's not easy at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he mainly meant directing my own videos.
Right.
But for example, the Fallback video. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen the Get Out movie?
Yeah.
That video was based off of that movie. That was the
I'll be honest
place.
with you. When I first started watching it, that's the first image came to my mind because of the. I don't know the word for it. Like
kind of the layout.
Yeah, and the color. The you know what I mean. Yep. But that was the first image that came to my mind.
Yep, that's exactly what it was based off of. And for example, that one was done with a tripod at a green screen studio.
Okay.
And then for like Off the Blue, I don't know if you noticed, but my scenes are kind of a little bit more unstable than the rest of the scenes because I shot the rest of the scenes, and then whenever I'm on the camera, I basically have to hand it to in that situation I handed it to Jay Gotti, the other artist that's on the song. Okay. So if you notice, he wasn't in any of my scenes.
Okay.
So it kind of works out.
He wasn't
like
as skilled with the camera work. It's just, okay. I'm sorry, Jay Gotti. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
He did good though.
Yeah, I mean that's fascinating. It's not, so when you are, how does it work? Like you got a concept of a video to go with a certain song, or you just got a video concept and you just put it with a song?
Well, it's kind of complex. It's there's a program called After Effects, and that's where you add the crazy different effects. So for example, I'll discover a new effect called particle.
Okay.
And particle is basically where you can make like glass effects, where you can make something shatter in the glass. You know what I mean? So based off of finding a new effect, I come up with a concept to match a song that's either popular or one of my favorites.
Okay.
So when I hear the song, it makes me think of a concept, but I don't ever go with that concept because it's usually something that's simple.
Okay.
And I kind of want to go the complex route.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where you don't really understand what's going on until the end of the video, kind of situations. I didn't do that for Off the Blue or Fallback.
Right. Okay.
But for these new videos, like there's this video I shot to a song called Can't Believe It, and I'm an astronaut on the moon.
Wow.
And,
okay.
Yeah, I'm in the helmet talking to a girl back on Earth, and I'm basically telling the girl that I see asteroids coming for Earth and that I'm never gonna see you again. That's basically what the video was. And the song
is this video out?
It's not out
man.
but basically the song isn't directly talking about that. It's just talking about I can't believe we're done. So I try to go the complex route in making what's the biggest way to be done with someone.
That's tight. That's tight. That's a tight. I like that.
And in the video, the asteroids actually hit Earth, so it shows everything.
And it's over.
Nope.
Phone lines are open at 440-252-0518. 440-252-0518. So you plan to make a video for every song on this upcoming EP, or?
I wish.
I mean, that's a lot, right?
I wish, but what's so complicated is finding an in-house videographer to where basically I just set my equipment in his hands and he can give me all I need is the footage. You know what I mean? Just the footage idea, and then I'm okay with editing it still. Right. But that's what's complicated, is just having a shooter around me when I need him. You know what I mean?
Now, I got a couple of friends out there that they call themselves videographers. You need to be calling and getting with KeeZy. He's right here in Cleveland, well, Parma, whatever. He's in the area, so y'all need to call in and get with him because he could use your help. Okay, so we're gonna no, we're not. I'm too early. I was gonna go into a song first and then come back, but it's a little too early for that. Is it?
Did you want to do it? Because we could do it.
Yeah, because I want to play quite a few songs. So we're gonna listen to a song real quick and come right back. How about that?
All right.
Song you want to play?
Which one? We could do For You.
For You.
Yeah. You want to introduce it?
Yeah. This is one of my most favorite songs on the album. It's called Nights Like This, but I ended up changing the title. So if you see For You, that's Nights Like This, and it's featuring one of my artists named Heavy Don Wayne. He's actually out there.
Right.
It's a really good song, so check it out.
Goddamn, sick of you on my Snapchat. Them lame niggas, get with you on your Snapchat. Shawty, you not tryna be what I need. Not feeling you used to leave. Sour taste like a sour patch. 5 missed calls, yeah, that's the aftermath. Get hit once and never pass it back. Fuck them hoes, they moving in slow motion. I'm tryna tell you they do get the cold shoulder. I cut them records, them hoes get a whole folder. They getting fucked, but they not getting no closer. I'm in the VIP, I'm getting a whole blowout. I get the mic, I'm selling this whole show out. I got 10 G's, fuck it, I'm about to throw out. They yelling numbers as soon as I pull the phone out. I'm not fucking no bitch in my old phone. I'm trying to tell you I'm focused and so sober. Ayy, I'm on 10 like a mountain bike, nigga. Started running like KeeZy when I found a mic. We be taking doubles in this bitch, oh yeah, we bout to fight. When I'm 30,000 feet up, oh yeah, I'm bout to write.
Nights like this, baby, I don't wanna fight like this. Show me
so caught up, I'm on fire. Don't be so on edge when I'm offline. Baby, you the one I call mine. Yeah, you are mine. Don't be so caught up, I'm on fire. Don't be so on edge when I'm offline. Baby, you the one I call mine. Yeah, you are mine. So much hate on my plate, girl, I'm feeling distant. I smoking dope and it gave me this intervention. My pet peeve, my enemies need to listen. I do this shit to the T and I keep a lifting. Whole city my ornament. Niggas can't help but forfeit it. Sure, I'm rocking important shit. Ain't even a tournament. I'm ignoring you niggas. You never talking important shit. Oh, no, I be touring this shit.
I'm the man, yeah, I run this here. Really, things couldn't be so clear. Either you be down to ride by my side till I crash this whip, or your ass can go ahead jump ship. Better fix your lip. Know you love it when I text back quick. Know you love it when I come home quick. Hands on them hips. Know you love it when I text back quick. Know I love it how you stay down, sis. Let me kiss them lips.
Nights like this, baby, I don't wanna fight like this. Show me something, she's so broke over nothing.
Don't be so caught up, I'm on fire. Don't be so on edge when I'm offline. Baby, you the one I call mine. Yeah, you are mine. Don't be so caught up, I'm on fire. Don't be so on edge when I'm offline. Baby, you the one I call mine. Yeah, you are mine.
Baby, I don't wanna fight like this. Show me something, she's so broke over nothing.
And don't be so caught up, I'm on fire. Don't be so on edge when I'm offline. Baby, you the one I call mine. Yeah, you are mine. Don't be so caught up, I'm on fire. Don't be so on edge when I'm offline. Baby, you the one I call mine. Yeah, you are mine.
Yeah, I like that. And that was For You?
Yep. Nice like this.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, people. I told KeeZy when we were off air that when I first heard it, it reminded me of Drake. And I didn't mean no disrespect by that. I meant it as a compliment because I like Drake. Except for when the Cavs play Toronto. But we're not talking about basketball right now. Anyway, so what are some of your influences when it comes? Well, first, when it comes to rap and then singing.
Well, it's started with Lil Wayne a few years ago, but I kind of got into, I don't want to say conscious rap, but impactful, you know, lyricism instead of metaphorical rap like Lil Wayne. But at that time, it was Lil Wayne and Big Sean, and basically now it's Drake and Kanye the most, just because Kanye makes music that's kind of, when you hear it the first time, you're kind of confused, like, oh, why did he make this, or why did he release this? And then you listen to it a few more times, it's like, this is good music. And then Drake, I'm not a fan of the wave that he's on now.
Neither am I.
Yeah, he's kind of like he's trying to, I don't know, appeal to what's bubblegum now, you know, the rap that's here and gone tomorrow. But his old stuff definitely a big impact, especially the R&B songs, you know, the interludes where it's just, you know, really lyrical for 4 minutes straight. Like, I like that type of music. That has a big impact on my verses.
Okay.
Now, believe it or not, there's an impact from a singer named Ellie Goulding. You know who that is? No. She basically did the soundtrack to 50 Shades of Grey. Okay. She's all the way pop. You know, just you know, the Ariana Grande type instrumentals and stuff like that. She's a big impact because I want to get into a mixture of pop and hip hop, and there's a couple songs on this album that do that basically nail that exactly how I want to nail it. It's a song called It's On, that song is basically exactly what I mean by mixing pop and hip hop.
Okay. I just recently had some other artists on. They're much younger than you. They were teenagers, as a matter of fact, but they're in Atlanta, and it caught me that they were interested in all different styles of music. They were into heavy metal, pop, rap. I like that because in my generation coming up in the 70s, we were into everything. We went from James Brown to the Doobie Brothers to War to Santana. It was just like, it was just music, period, just good music. And then somewhere along the line, like, and I'm not blaming Prince, that's my favorite of all time, but it's like when he blew up in the 80s, him and Mike, people were only stuck on like one genre of music. And I'm glad to see your generations coming up appreciating different forms. So that's kind of cool. Because I one thing I know about Lavelle, if it's not real, he ain't with it. You know what I mean? He's all about real lyrics and that type of thing. So that's really cool to hear.
I think it's going back to everybody merging, not really merging genres, but you got rappers hopping on these pop songs. You got these country singers with R&B singers. Right. You know what I mean? Just, I like where it's going also. Yeah,
because my daughter's a huge Taylor Swift fan. I mean, huge Taylor Swift fan. But so, how often do you get down to Atlanta?
It started off just a couple times, but now it's basically like once every month. I actually plan on moving there, but not 100%. Basically, to where I'm in Cleveland in the same amount of time as in Atlanta, because it's just a different system down there.
Right.
Everything's more open. People are more supportive, and everybody takes their careers seriously.
Right.
Some people just I want to produce. They make one beat every 2 weeks, and then say they're a producer. But down there, it's like if somebody's a producer, they're a producer.
Right. Okay.
Always in the studio. They got beats for days. It's a way different situation.
Phone lines are open at 440-252-0518. Now, how many hours a day would you say you spend in the studio?
If I'm awake,
right,
I'm probably in there.
Yeah.
The longest I've spent in there was probably 20 hours in one day.
That is one day. That's a whole day. My goodness. Yeah. Is it hard to you working on a project for somebody else? Something comes to your mind for you. How do you like separate that? Like, wait a minute, I got to put them aside for a minute. I need to. It's like I'm a writer and I'll think of something and I need to write it down right then and there. Do you run into problems like that?
As far as like lyrics?
Well, anything, whatever you might be doing. How do you prioritize your stuff as opposed to, say you get somebody hired you for a project but something comes to your mind, can you?
Well, I actually haven't been doing a good job with that.
Okay.
I'm trying to put all my focus on myself, but I kind of drifted off for a while. I drifted off into everybody else's stuff.
Okay.
And I guess there's nothing really wrong with that, but that would be if they were taking themselves seriously.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like I was focusing on people who were just doing it for fun, or
right.
But they were paying, but still, it's taken away from my progress.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so I'm focused now, though.
Are you? So you ready? Do you got any tours coming up, or what's next?
I'm supposed to be going to LA in a couple of weeks to work with a producer and an artist named D Montana. Supposed to be doing his EP, everything on it, basically writing. the production, stuff like that. And then from there, going to Vegas to shoot the music video to the Living Proof song.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Vegas.
There's a lot of music videos about to be for this album, and they're gonna be really, really complex.
Okay.
Also, I'm just gonna throw that in there that I have a series coming out.
A series.
Like it's not gonna debut on TV, but I'm pretty sure to get picked up.
Okay.
It's called Family Money. I could explain it if you want me to.
Sure.
Yeah,
most definitely.
All right, so basically, the best way to explain it is to tell you what the first episode is and the second episode.
Okay.
It's just a summary of it. Like, the first episode is basically you see this girl walking out of a store.
Okay.
And she breaks off with her friend. And then she's just happy. And she walks away and her friend walks away. And you can't really tell what's going on until you like rewatch the episode. It's kind of blurry and, you know, shaky like a flashback.
Okay.
Now, it ends up jumping to another scene where she wakes up in the middle of a room. And it's an abandoned room in a skyscraper. And she's tied up in a chair. I come in.
I'm sorry. Okay.
When I come in, I come in with a kind of like an enforcer, like a big body, you know.
Okay.
And he doesn't
Hey,
talk.
you are a tall guy. How tall are you?
About 6'2".
Really? God.
Yeah, my hair is like 3 inches.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay, so you bust in a room, enforcer.
No, I come with an enforcer like another person.
Oh, okay.
And he doesn't say any words, so I sit right in front of her. There's another chair right in front of her, and I start questioning her. And basically, none of the questions are making sense to her or the viewer.
Right.
And like, I ask questions like, "You know a guy named Graham?" She says yes. And I say, I say, "What do you know about him?" She says, "Oh, I heard he makes a lot of money, blah blah." Then I say, "How does he make How does he make all this money?" And she says, "Oh, he's ships drugs internationally through his father's company, blah blah."
Okay.
So she says all of that. Long story short, at the end of the episode, I get up, and as I'm walking out, she yells, "Aren't you gonna let me go?" Then I say, "You know too much," and then my enforcer kills her.
Oh, wow.
No.
Man.
Yeah,
okay.
And nobody knows why or what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
The second episode kind of appears like a completely different show. It basically shows a 15-year-old black kid and a 14-year-old white kid, and they're basically they're brothers.
Okay.
Now, there's this white family adopted the black kid, and they adopted him when they were 11. So he's been in the family for some years. They have an 11-year-old sister also. So, you know, everything appears like it's going great. The dad has a international company. The black kid ends up taking the white kid to meet his uncle, the black kid's uncle. The black kid's uncle is into a lot of street stuff. So he gets them to start moving small amounts of drugs to make some extra money. You know, they're excited. They're making a lot of money to kids.
Yeah.
So they end up bringing up his dad's company. Long story short, later down the line, it becomes a massive drug situation to where they're moving drugs through his dad's company. Now, the black kid ends up taking the car out for a spin. You know, just dumb little kid stuff. He's 15. He ends up taking his dad's truck. He takes it with the little sister.
Okay.
Now, they end up crashing, and it kills the little sister.
I saw that coming.
So
Oh my goodness.
you can imagine what it does as far as the dad relationship with the black kid.
Right.
So he ends up disowning him. He ends up kicking him out the house and everything like that. Now, for years, him and the brother were still in the drug situation, making money.
Okay.
The white son actually ends up getting out of it because he gets a position at his dad's company, a desk job. So with him having a desk job, he doesn't need to do the street stuff anymore.
Right.
Grim is actually me.
I was about to say that. Oh. Yeah.
You might not remember by the time it comes out.
No, I remember. I'm a writer. That's what I do.
Oh, right,
So
okay.
I'll definitely remember. But I was just about to ask you. You're Grim, right?
So basically, the first episode showing me asking this girl questions. The girl is his girlfriend, and people won't find that out until like the third episode. So
wait a minute. The girl is
the
Grim's girlfriend?
the white brother's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
And automatically you see how intense the whole season would be because I killed her the first episode.
Right, yeah.
So I'm killing my brother's girlfriend the first episode because, and the whole point of me asking her those questions were to see if he's still keeping it a secret or is he starting to expose it. And he's ruining my income because he has his income now.
Man, I like that. Yeah. I was just going to say, no, wait a minute. Rapper, singer, videographer, producer, and now you're doing TV. I mean,
it's gonna be crazy, yo.
I like that. I like the sound of it already.
And we got like three movies in the work also, but those they're not even past casting because it's such a big deal to focus on something like that, and that's why with this series I didn't want to focus on it until this album was done and then the album's out. So while I'm promoting, it's like I can focus on that, and not be in the studio as much. But it's that's amazing. Big focus.
So is Urban City involved with the series, or is this just your thing with somebody else? Or
right now it's just my thing, but anyone that wants to get involved will get involved because I'm open to help, open to actors, you know what I mean? So
I'm gonna tell you this. That sounds really good, and Power got some competition coming.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to compare it to because what I'm going for is a futuristic gang war. And when I say futuristic, you know how you see in like Avengers where you see like it'll be a sheet of glass and they're using it as an iPad.
Right, yeah.
It's stuff like that. So all their phones are basically glass rectangles, and the iPad is a glass rectangle. I actually just finished a music video called Action, and in the music video, I demonstrated this.
Okay.
The mirror that I'm looking at in the bathroom, I animated it to be an iPad.
Right.
So I can show you that during the break.
That's so funny. When I was a kid and Star Trek came out and they had what is now a flip phone.
Yeah.
We thought like Kirk out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so future. And then next thing you know, we got flip phones. So that's cool though. That's really cool. I wish you a lot of luck with that. I mean, a lot of success with that. We got a caller?
No, I was going to say, did you want to play another song?
Oh, yeah.
Almost 15 minutes till the end.
Definitely do. We're going to play another song real quick. And we come back, I'm going to hit up a couple of these topics I told you all I was going to hit up and have KeeZy talk with me about it. So you want to, which song?
Yeah, we'll do that one.
Which one is this? She Gonna Blow. She Gonna Blow? Okay. This is She Gonna Blow by KeeZy.
Are the mics still on?
She gon' blow for me, she gon' blow. She gon' drop down to the floor. Goddamn, shawty way too cold. She gon' drop down, hit the floor. Yeah, better not try to go with a nigga like me. We gon' probably leave the spot looking like a crime scene. All the bitches wanna see me, all they do is hide me. She gon' blow for me, she gon' blow. Ice got me froze, I'm you nigga go. Unless you talking millies, I ain't picking up the phone. I'm gon' cut the roads, I'm gon' whip it slow. Bitches whip their cameras out, I hit them with the pole. Wrist full of stones, every day a show. Got me blowing O's every time I'm feeling low. I ain't even known, tell him I just play my role. If he show up less than 50K, I take him like a joke. Skate up, I'm finna skate up. Finna ball out like I'm in the playoffs. I don't see you niggas on my radar. Cop the Billy truck and rip the frame off. All my youngins tryna get the payoff. Blow your face off, I'm faded, bitch, I'm finna take off. Work the graveyard, it's too late, ain't finna say all. You can pray and shorty ride for me on the way up. So I know she gon' blow for me, she gon' blow. She gon' drop down to the floor. Goddamn, thought it way too cold. She gon' drop down, hit the floor. Better not try to go with a nigga like me. We gon' probably leave the spot looking like a crime scene. All the bitches wanna see me, all they do is hide me. She gon' blow for me, she gon' blow. She all about that cocaine. She gon' blow just like my need. She gon' show up with them platinum switches. Know I need that feature. She gon' co-sign on that beam. She gon' cash out on my Visa. Wrist all black, ain't got no freedom. She gon' blow soon as I rip. 100 bands on my black car. Gon' ahead and flex on them. Don't leave nothing left on it. Just make sure you leave a mess of them. Got a problem, I just press a button. Got some hitters on the speed dial. Worth a million off a freestyle. Got indicted, never seen trial. Got some Louis and Supreme now. Don't believe me, go read about it. Ride or die, I couldn't be without it. They was tripping, trying to leave me out. Now they calling when they need a vouch. Baby, pull up in the stretch. All them dogs wanna fetch. All them niggas wanna test. Pull the pistol like a sketch. Put them niggas down to rest. Guarantee they learn a lesson. Know you need me on the regular. Baby, hit me on my cellular. She gon' blow for me, she gon' blow. She gon' drop down to the floor. Goddamn, shawty way too cold. She gon' drop down, hit the floor. Better not try to go with a nigga like me. We gon' probably leave the spot looking like a crime scene. All them bitches wanna see me, all they do is hide me. She gon' blow for me, she gon' blow.
And we are back to the Let's Be Real show with Greg Bam Reaves with my guest KeeZy. Phone lines are open at 440-252-0518. Now, you were telling me you're working on an app too?
Yeah. I don't want to say too much about it just because it's risky.
Right, yeah.
It's gonna be a groundbreaking app.
Okay.
It's gonna be one of the it'll be huge.
Okay. This is
it's going zone, so just be on the it's
I feel like Big Red from from 5 Heartbeats. What is it you don't do? I mean, that's incredible. So real quick, I want to get to a couple of these subjects I told my audience I would talk about. One, Father's Day. I bring up Father's Day. One, my father's not in real good condition right now. But more importantly, well, not more importantly, that's not the right way to say it. But with Father's Day coming up, it's always a discussion that Mother's Day is huge. Mothers get taken to dinner, flowers, and cars and this, that, and Father's Day is like, text message. Happy Father's Day. So I want to ask people, like, if you got a favorite father story you want to tell, or let me ask you real quick.
A father story?
Yeah, it could be. Are you a father?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Favorite father story. I mean, all I can say is basically from my whole childhood, I didn't understand most of the stuff he did.
Yeah.
And it's like now I'm doing the exact same stuff. Down to turning the lights off. And
right.
I think that's just the most impactful thing I could say about.
Right. I asked my coworkers at work today, like, if I said the word father, not including your own father, what's the first image come to your mind? And I was really shocked at their responses. 3 of them said Barack Obama, and 3 of them said LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Yeah. I mean, outside of basketball, that is what you see of LeBron, pretty much, him with his kids.
That's true.
So, and I mean, you gotta, whether you like him as a basketball player, as a person or not, you gotta respect the kind of father he is. I just didn't expect that answer. But then, when I think about it, the people I asked, they were early and mid 20s. So, because like me, despite what's going on right now, Bill Cosby or James Evans would be the first people to come to my mind when I hear the word father. Really?
There's a name I want to throw in there, but I
go
don't
ahead.
want to start a debate.
No. Go right ahead. This is the Let's Be Real show.
I'm not saying I'm completely behind him, but Trump.
Yeah, I mean,
because
if he's nothing else, he's a father. Now, I'm not saying he's a good father or a bad father, but the man got 5 kids with 3 different women.
And if you look at how his kids act, you know, that can only come from a father. You know, how they're
overconfident.
You think they're overconfident?
Well, yeah, I do. I think like Don Jr. and Eric, they are, because I don't see any type of talent or intelligence they have. Besides being the sons of Donald Trump. Just like if you know the history of Donald Trump, like he wants people to believe that he pulled himself up from his bootstraps and made himself into. He was given everything he got, and yeah, his dad was a dad, and the things that he acquired, he wound up losing. And I mean, the man filed bankruptcy like every 3-4 years, and it's like Ivanka. I respect her a little bit. At least I did. Yeah, you're right. This is gonna start a debate. I don't want to talk about that. But yeah, I could see where you could say Donald Trump. When you say the word father, you think of Donald Trump because his kids. Yeah, but I mean, his kids are known. So if your kids are known, that there are people that's going to look at you as father. I'm not saying look at you as a father. Like if you say the word father.
No, probably because I'm looking at it for my daughter, and how
Right.
about his daughter gives me the creeps. Like,
Yeah.
ugh. Like,
And then he just totally ignores his other daughter. Like she don't even exist.
you got another daughter?
Yeah, by Marla Maples.
Look. You got
Right, yeah, exactly. That's the whole point. It's like
only one we know about is the one he keep talking about he want to sleep with.
he brought her out
What?
during the
Did he say
campaign.
that?
Yeah, Ivanka.
No, he's talking about how
he talk about
sexy
Ivanka
his
like,
daughter is,
yeah.
and how he would, if she wasn't his daughter, he'd sleep with her.
Yeah.
He said that?
Yeah.
That's I'm like, ugh.
I retract my statement. I retract my statement.
He said if she wasn't my daughter, I'd probably date her. On national TV, man. This wasn't no private conversation.
Right, this is a-
He was on. Yeah, he was interviewing on some TV show. I can't remember. He said if she wasn't my daughter, I'd probably date her. My daughter is absolutely gorgeous. That thought never. But anyway,
But as
the
a
other
businessman, I'm like, yeah, that man does business. Like, yeah, I'm gonna bounce back from
right. But the other daughter is like he brought her out of the closet for the campaign, and after he won, he put her back in. Like I don't even know her name.
Wow.
But it's Marla Maples' daughter.
Oh.
The one he cheated on Ivanka's mother with. Yeah, so anyway, enough of the Father's Day thing. That just spoiled my appetite. Now, I gotta say, I wanted to avoid this. You all know how much I despise negativity, but seeing this video of Robert Johnson, and it ties into the next thing I want to talk about. 33-year-old Robert Johnson. Did you see the video of the man that was beat by the Mesa police? Mm-mm. This dude was jumped. I mean, jumped like you watch videos of people getting jumped. This guy was at an apartment building in Arizona. He was actually with a friend. Now, this young lady called 911 on his friend, who she said was trying to break in her house to get his belongings because they had broke up. He's just there to support his friend. Like, you can't see him, but his friend is off camera over here. You're just with him. He's doing an interview. You're with him. Police come in and just jump you. First, they patted him down because he's standing on the rail on his cell phone. They patted him down and they saw that he didn't have anything. Next thing you know, they just bum rushed against the wall and just start beating him up. And the guy lives in that apartment complex. He wasn't even trespassing. He's just there in support of his friend. This has gotten so ridiculous. Right. And someone on CNN this morning asked why they were interviewing Michael Eric Dyson, who's one of my favorite speakers. They're asking him, why do cops feel so empowered knowing there's got to be security cameras there? I'll go back to what I said before. Rodney King was a blessing and a curse. Rodney King showed that what we were talking about in our music was really happening for real, that we were getting beaten, killed by the police. But then the curse part is it showed that police can do whatever to us on camera and won't nothing happen. And this is what happened to this guy, Robert Johnson. They knocked him unconscious, dragged him to the elevator. And the video would make you sick. This dude, and they said they did it because he wouldn't obey their order to sit down. They were telling him to sit down, and he didn't do it quick enough, so they jumped him. It's like 5 cops. It was sick, man.
Are they facing charges?
They're what do they call it when they no. They're off on administrative leave.
Investigating.
Yeah. Let me read this quote. Let me get my glasses because this is absolutely ridiculous. So the chief of police said, they're human beings, and certainly at first glance, this looks like a mistake. It doesn't look right. It is my job, it is our job to collectively investigate and find the answer to this. The answer is 5 bullies beat up somebody on camera for nothing.
And so this is security camera, so now there won't be no, well, what happened?
This happened in May, or was it March? March or May. But somebody from the building turned the security camera footage over to the police because they weren't gonna do nothing. They arrested him for some garbage charges
But you know, there we go. It's the same as that football player that they had.
Yeah.
They didn't know he was a football player, and
Right.
they didn't know that there was a video of that too.
Mm-hmm.
And when they found out that he was a football player, what's his name?
I don't remember his name. Yeah.
And then when they realized there was video, they were trying to bargain with him to drop all the charges, just hand over the video.
Right.
And when he was like, "Screw y'all,"
Mm-hmm.
they still wanted to have to drop the charges. There was no reason to arrest him like that, to beat him. They had knocked him unconscious and everything. You see it in the video, and they were like, "This is the reason why they're actually kneeling." Like the very reason.
See,
and he is an NFL player and everything. And they didn't know that he was an NFL player. This happened just a couple months ago. And, but they didn't know that they were being videoed. And they were trying to bargain, like, look, we'll drop everything. Just give us the video. And, blah, blah, blah. Just down in the South somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, the football player, I guess something happened. He got cut off. And he had followed the person off the freeway to the parking lot.
Right. And it wasn't like he was a star football player. So at first,
they didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
But, but he wasn't resisting or anything. You see the video and he's like, And they just decide they want to take him down.
He's begging. He's crying and everything. Like, what did I do wrong?
And he's, it's horrible. But a lot of times these cops do not realize that there might be footage. And sometimes when we bring out our cell phones, the argument is, well, you didn't see what happened before.
Yeah.
And I'm going to argue in the police's case in a second because I don't like to just be like, be biased. Sometimes we don't see what happened before, but occasionally there is surveillance that can show nothing happened before.
Right.
Now, I did see something happen just recently up here on Chagrin, and I was like, should I take my camera out? It was a lady, she was getting taken down. I was going to hide it, and she was screaming, I didn't do nothing. But I had, if y'all don't realize, you were in my office is a therapist's office in the studio. So I put on my therapist hat before I put my phone out and started going live. And I was like, wait a minute. By her look, I said, something's not right with this lady. And these cops were taking her down. It was rough the way they took her down in the street. But she was resisting, whatever. And so then they were trying to cuff her. And she was not cooperating.
Right.
And they eventually got her cuffed, and they just all stood up, and she just was. Then she acted like she was having a seizure, just her legs though. And so I'm sitting there watching her. It was a bunch of us all just standing around. Nobody was videoing it though. We were all just like looking at what's going on. And I said, looks like she's having a mental crisis, and they're trying to subdue her. Yeah. And eventually they were. It was all these cops all up and down the street. They've
been saying for the longest.
Eventually the ambulance did come, and I said, yeah, they were pink slipping her.
Yeah.
So sometimes there is something else going on. And we do jump, and that's why I didn't take my phone out, because I didn't want to be the one to be like, look, they're beating this woman up for no reason.
Right.
And then, I done created the false story.
Yeah.
So I didn't pull my phone out. So every time
we don't want to be the boy that cried wolf.
They did kind of like drop her hard, though. It was like, it's rough seeing men take a woman down and throw her down in the street. But I don't know what she did up until that point to even be taken down. But I could see that based on just looking at her, I'm like, she's got mental health issues.
You're right. And since it's funny, you brought up Donald Trump. And then I brought up this story about Robert Johnson, and all of this led to the last story I want to bring up, and I know we short of time, about Malcolm Jenkins, who was part of the Players Coalition, who was working with NFL owners to stop the protests, because owners were donating so many millions of dollars for racial bias to this, that, the other. And yesterday, matter of fact, it was $89 million. And yesterday, during an interview, he held up signs. He didn't talk because, as you know, Malcolm Jenkins, safety from Ohio State, who plays for the Philadelphia Eagles, they were uninvited to the White House after winning the Super Bowl because supposedly from 80 down to 10 people decided they wanted to go, which that was not proven that ever happened. They had already said they didn't want to go way a long time ago. So anyway, so these are some of the signs he held up real quick. One that said, you aren't listening. More than 60% of people in prison are people of color. Nearly 200,000 juveniles enter the adult criminal system each year, most for nonviolent crimes. Stop school pipeline to prisons. In 2018, 439 people shot and killed by police thus far. 439. This is June. Any given night, 500,000 sit in jail. Convicted? No. Too poor? Yes. So, anyway. Yeah, I know. I went from Father's Day to that.
But you see, we have young people who are creative, genius.
Exactly. And I wanted to put this at the end because you are a sign of, you and your friends are with you that people can't see, but you all are signs of positivity in the younger generation and creativity. I'm like, what are you going to do next? Like, write the next Black Panther? Really, like, seriously, what? Okay, you got the series, you got movies, you got the EP coming out. What else is there for you to, in the app? And you're creating an app. What else is there for you to do that you want to do?
Yeah. Basically just, I don't even I don't even think there's enough time to get into that, what the long-term goals are. Those are all short-term goals.
Right.
The long-term goals, you probably wouldn't even believe me.
Change the world. I would think that's your bottom line, is change the world.
Yeah.
For the better. So anyway,
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with your with all of just like your artistic ability. Like there's a ton of young people that say they want to rap.
Yeah.
Right, you know what
Definitely.
I'm saying? Everybody want to rap, but you are creative. And I keep saying genius. I don't use words lightly. I pick my words like I pick my fruit. Like I'm saying that deliberately. You're showing us the different stuff that you're doing on your phone. You're talking about the different way you create all this different stuff. And so I'm big in the community and social stuff. We talk about the stuff that's going on in society, but we can change society ourselves.
That's right.
So you have a gift, and so you can pass it on to younger people and people up under you and help them to change society as well. Because you got something.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you stopped by here so we can say I didn't talk to him before.
That's right.
Because I know you're going somewhere.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that.
Most definitely.
I appreciate it.
And I thank Lavelle for letting me borrow KeeZy for an evening. Look forward to any last things you want to say before we get out of here. Tell everybody where to find your music, where all that stuff.
One step at a time.
Right.
It's my Instagram, that's where I'm most active. It's KeeZy_VOHH, voice of hip hop. KeeZy_Vo. That's my Twitter also. If you want to see some YouTube videos, music videos, that's KeeZy Vivo. That's my Facebook also. Where most of my content is now is Spotify, Apple Music. Just search KeeZy. Type Rain Man. That's my most recent album, and my album that drops next month is called Bear With Me. That's gonna be probably July 4th. That's basically where you can find anything you need to know. And then the next, like I said, all the other stuff with the series and all that, I'll be back to talk about that.
Okay.
So I'll have a destination you can go to see.
There you go. I thank you so much for blessing us today, and definitely look forward to having you back sometime soon.
Definitely.
And one last thing before we go. Aunt Viv, stop it. Stop it. In case y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Jana Hubert, I guess that's how you pronounce her last name, is blaming Will Smith for her son's recent. Now, the part that he attempted suicide is not funny at all. But this is ridiculous that you are blaming Will Smith for your son.
She's got mental health issues.
Yeah.
She needs help.
And I'll say this real quick. I know for a fact she blamed Will Smith for her career, saying that Will Smith got her fired from the Fresh Prince a long time ago. I don't know. That could be true. Do something else. I mean, you were doing something before that. Nobody heard of you before Fresh Prince. Stop it. Okay.
We're going to go out there and live in proof.
That's right. And let me say real quick, living proof?
So we didn't get all 5 of them. So we got living proof. And we didn't get to play rules. So they're going to have to go to your stuff to see.
I think you should probably play
rules.
Rules.
Rules over living proof? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go out on rules.
Okay. Like I always say, develop your hunger for knowledge and feed it. Pick up a book and read it. Set a goal and see it through. Always, always believe in you. And we're going to go out on Rules by KeeZy.
When I get drunk, get to thinking about you. Baby, I'm just trying to fight about to break my own rules. Got me yelling out loud, that's one thing I don't do. Baby, when I get drunk, get to thinking about you. Baby, but about you. No, I make the shit you ride to. Get to little drive through. No, I'm body. I get money, you gon' count it. We gon' pull a flexin' in the motherfucking body. Hate about you, she Japanese. Finest but hate Cali breeze. Why you strippin', get mad at me? Cause I ride around with that bag of weed. I'm a dog and my pedigree is on sippin' liquid amphetamines. And I'm living off of they jealousy, and that's why these niggas ain't catching me. After growing up, I hate you falling up. When I say I got the telly, girl, I know you showing up. You ain't like the mother see me cause I'm blowing up. I got rich with 50-50 with the chillin' rolling up. Get it, girl. Last time I hit about 50 in your neighborhood. I'm a young fly and my paper good. I'ma dish it, put a 50 just inside the hood. You just love me cause I'm thuggin' for the greater good. When I get drunk, get to thinking about you. Baby, I'm just tryna fall. About to break my own rules. Got me yelling out love, that's one thing I don't do. Baby, when I get drunk, get to thinking about you. But I can't find you. Maybe I ain't got the time to. I wish I could never mind you. When I get drunk, get to thinking about you. No, I make this shit you ride to. Get to feeling little drive through. No, I'm body. I get money, you gon' count it. We gon' pull a flexin' in the motherfucking biggest body. Pop the money on my man, I swear my head twisting. I get busy and fuck them niggas who said different. You just love how I dump the chopper, they dead kicking. You know how I pull up, you know I'm fresh and fitted. Rafe 250 on the way, sit the Ferragamo, Privi at you Tarantino. I don't want you in Latino. On my hiatus, like God awarded my prayers. Like way too many like whans, I'm going super the same. Paint the picture, my 86 and they label victim. Roll up the 60, I try to help you, my haters envy. I take the CD, I'm way too picky, you faking tripping. I may be winning, I get it tripping. But when I get drunk, get to thinking about you. Baby, I'm just trying to fall. About to break my own rules. Got me yelling out love, that's one thing I don't do. Baby, when I get drunk, get